Last card of Unit 2. Yes! Oh, man, it's been a long time coming. And, it takes a couple months or more to get through Unit 2. So we're excited to be here. All right, 2.75, controlling the bureaucracy. Just like when we looked at SCOTUS, we had to look at, like, well, what can Congress do or the president do to control the Supreme Court? Now we're looking at the bureaucracy. What are some things that can be done to control the bureaucracy? Because it is unelected. So it has to be held accountable in a democratic republic. All right, so this is going to be really fast. It's going to be a short lesson. Let's do it. Backside. All right, first off, the president controls the bureaucracy through executive orders. So through executive orders, the president can, control the bureaucracy, make it do different things, and kind of implement policy the way he sees fit, rather than them randomly doing it. All right, good. So president has some power. Also, a lot of powers that Congress has. Congress could defund a bureaucracy. If a bureaucracy misbehaves, doesn't implement law as intended, theoretically, Congress could defund it. Congress, and this is really common, they hold hearings. They hold what we call oversight hearings, and they call in members of the bureaucracy and force them to testify to find out, what exactly is going on. This is, of course, a big thing that happened during the Veteran Administration, the VA scandal about veterans dying waiting for health care. Congress can limit delegated discretionary authority. Congress doesn't have to give over the power of making the rules for a law. Congress could, theoretically, while a bill is being drafted, call in experts to find out exactly what the right way to make rules are, what the best rules would be, and then Congress makes those rules, and then the bureaucracy is simply enforcing them rather than the bureaucracy actually writing them. So Congress doesn't do this much anymore, but this is actually the way laws used to be made. That Congress would actually bring in experts, and they would write all the rules themselves after talking with a bunch of experts, and rather than counting on the bureaucracy as the experts. Congress also can influence the bureaucratic appointments by the president. So the president appoints the heads of the bureaucracies, the Department of Defense, Department of Education, and then a lot of the top administration people underneath the secretaries. And Congress can influence that by the president's appointments. By the way, this also would fit here with president appointments as well, right? I mean, president can influence through appointment, and Congress can influence through approving of the appointments or disapproving of them. Of course, that'd be the Senate, not the House. And then last but not least, SCOTUS, Supreme Court, can rule on bureaucratic actions. So certainly if a bureaucracy does something that seems against constitutional rights or violates the intention of a law, people are allowed to sue, and they can go to the court system, go to federal court, and eventually that could end up at the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court could rule something being unconstitutional or such. So that is also another option. So there are the big things that can be done to hold the bureaucracy accountable, and there's a pretty big list there. A lot of times Congress doesn't do much, but that is something they can do. All right, great, thanks. That's it for Unit 2. It's in the bag.